All right, so what we got here is it's a 1970 Kawasaki G3TR Bushmaster. Pretty fun little torquey, fast two-stroke. And this bike I pretty much just did for fun. It was kind of a challenge. I built this for the One Motorcycle Show, the 2013 one this year. And the whole premise of the build was to do something for as cheap as possible and within 30 days. So this bike was an abandoned customer project. So basically I got it for $100 and then put in, you know, maybe I'm less than $300 into it now. But what I did was basically just strip everything down, just painted the frame, basically brought all the metal back to life, sandblasting, wire wheeling, clear coating, you know, bought like a new new exhaust guard, which is probably the most expensive part that I bought for the entire bike. You know, and this, like I said, this is just for fun, and I did it just to see if I could build a bike within 30 days for less than $300. And with this, we ended up, you know, it's a stock bore, or maybe, I think it's 1/over actually, but it's pretty much a stock motor. All I did was go through and clean everything up, replace gaskets, you know, just tighten everything up, clean it up, make it look nice. I was having issues with the carburetor, so now I have a carb kit to put in it. But basically, it's just, you know, like some modifications that were done was I did oil in frame. So instead of an oil bag here, I put the oil inside the frame because this cross member is, you know, it's sealed on either side. So up top behind the tank is it's a TT500 cap that I welded into the top. And then in the bottom here, I just used a brass nipple. And right now there's no fluids in it because I was just going through it again. But basically, yeah, it just oils down and into the oiler. And I just did that more for fun, just to see if it could be done, just to see if you know, something like that would work. And it does. It works great. And it eliminates the side cover in the oil bag, which is plastic, which doesn't look that great. So I made a little box for the battery, you know, regulator rectifier up here. Relocated the choke just here, just for fun, because there was a little space available for it. And then, you know, I just went through and painted everything, cleaned up these fenders are alloy, they're aluminum, so they cleaned up really nice. Everything was in pretty good shape. Pretty much stuck with most of the stock elements of the bike, stuck with the stock seat, stuck with the stock tank. I lowered the seat because it sat probably close to an inch higher than that. Changed the mounts for the tank so everything had a pretty decent line. But with the seat, I kept the hinges so I could actually get in there and do anything that I needed to do. You know, with the front end rebuilt stock, brakes brand new, bearings, new brake pads, and up here with the bars are actually BMX bars that I had at my house. Instead of putting on normal bars, something that, you know, I like the rise and the fact that this had a nice curved cross member in the front. You know, put some Motion Pro low pro levers on here so it looks a little bit more like a BMX bike. And then with the rear, I put it's a replica of an old Harley light, just really simple. It's a 6-volt system, so I can't run any LEDs or anything like that. So basically, I just chose something that was super simple, lightweight, that I could change the bulb from a 12-volt to a 6-volt system. And then, you know, threw some Michelin Gazelle tires on there. I'm a big fan of those. They grip great. They're awesome for these small bikes. It's it's the proper fitment for these smaller bikes. They're actually moped tires, but they work great for some of these, you know, under 200 cc bikes. But yeah, so basically this is just an overhaul. Kind of went through the whole thing, and you know, I achieved my goal of building it for as little money as possible, less than $300, in less than 30 days. So you know, I still need to do a little bit of work, a little bit of tinkering with the carburation, but other than that, it's pretty much almost ready to do wheelies now.